Hello and welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute-a-day podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse, recorded here in the dining room of the Bible Bistro, located in Sharonville, Ohio. Hey there friends, welcome back to Daily Dose Radio here in the Bible Bistro. Well, today we're going to look at the Resh division, which is the 20th section, the 20th division in Psalm 119. Now, the letter Resh, is the 20th letter in the Hebrew alphabet. So now we just have 22 letters in the Hebrew alphabet, which means that we're just a couple of weeks out from finishing Psalm 119. We have Resh today, or this week, Shin next week, and the Tav division comes up on the third week of this month, and then on the last week of the month, the 26th through the 30th, we'll start our study in the Ascent Psalms. The Ascent Psalms begin in Psalm 120, and they go through Psalm 135. So we're looking at probably the rest of the year studying the Ascent Psalms. Well, that'll take us up through the first part of December, and then it'll be time for our Christmas break. I always take a Christmas break in December, and then in January we'll jump back into the Psalter and we'll begin Psalm 136 and take that through the rest of the book of the Psalms. So we're getting close to the end of our third volume here in Daily Dose Radio. I hope that you'll look forward to the Ascent Psalms, but of course we're still in this beautiful Psalm 119. And today, the 20th section, the Resh division, and this octenary begins in 153 and goes all the way to 160. I'm going to call this the Revive Me section because the word revive is featured quite often, and you get the feel of the psalmist's prayer here, that he wants God to do a quickening work in him. And he mentions again the wicked who don't seek the Lord, or they don't pay attention to the statutes. That's always the wicked's problem in Psalm 119, is they're not paying any attention at all to the testimonies, the statutes, the word, the law. So they're still active. We saw them last time in last week's, the Kof division. We saw them there, and we're going to see them again here this week. And he prays this prayer that God would redeem him, or that God would revive him. So we're going to talk about that this week as we go forward. Now today I'm just going to read verse 153. Now I'll begin with reading from the King James Version. Consider mine affliction and deliver me, for I do not forget thy law. Now I have in my translation, see my affliction, pull it out of me, for your law I will not forget. So the idea of seeing is here in 153. King James translates it consider, but it's the idea of looking and seeing. We have it again down in 159, to consider or to look at, to see something. So here he says consider or see, look at my affliction. So he's asking the Lord to pay attention to what's going on. Whatever his affliction was at the time, we don't know exactly what the affliction was, but I mean, we understand affliction. We're human, so we get it. And then he says, and I personally, I'm attracted to my own translation here, pull it out of me. Now, King James has deliver, which is great. That's a wonderful translation. But the idea is to extract it. See my affliction? And I just imagine the psalmist pointing to himself. You see this? Pull it out of me. I need that. That's my prayer. For your law I will not forget. So he's not making a bargain here with God. He's just telling him that even in the midst of affliction, he's going to pay attention to the law. He's going to pay attention to God's word, even in affliction. And this is why he prays. We'll see that again tomorrow when we read the words, according to your word. Here it's, I will not forget. So he's praying that God would see and deliver according to his word. I do not forget your law. Now join me tomorrow. We'll look at 154 and 155 here on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. For more fresh and delicious Bible studies, podcasts, books, and more, check out the Bible Bistro online and on YouTube. Join me again next time for Daily Dose Radio.